everyone, thanks so much for being here. My name is Kat and I make houseplant videos here on Good and Planty. If you just happen to absolutely love this video, please consider liking it, commenting, subscribing, or following me on Instagram. All of these things help me grow my channel like a plant. Okay, this video I'm really excited about because I came up with this video idea right after New Year's last year, and I was like, ooh, I wish I did this, but I started a Good and Planty card, so I have all of my plant expenses tracked very clearly. So, oh yes, today's video, we are looking at what a houseplant addict spends in a year on houseplants. So that's going to include houseplant purchases, furniture specifically bought for houseplants, houseplant accessories like pots and all of that, and then also just like the plant care equipment like soil ingredients, fertilizer, all of that kind of stuff. And we're in my kitchen today because honestly I got bored of my office. New year, new me. So we're doing this in the kitchen. I'm hoping that the audio isn't too bad, but it is what it is. Also, whenever I wear these earrings that are very cute, I usually get some comments asking me where they're from, and I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I could hook you all up, but they were a gift and I threw out the packaging, so I don't know. So I have my little computer here and I'm going to pull up my expenses. And I didn't do this ahead of time, so I have no idea what these final numbers are gonna be. Honestly, I'm a little bit scared. I'm very lucky in that YouTube pays for my plant hobby and then some, so I am very, very fortunate to not pay for plant stuff out of my real job salary. So keep that in mind. I am in a very privileged spot when going through these numbers, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to see. I'm not including any like YouTube expenses in this. This is just houseplant stuff. And I'm gonna go through it month by month as quickly as possible. All right, so I started this card in February. So unfortunately, I don't have, oh my God, hold on. That was my real job. No, it's not. So yes, February was the first month I had this card, so unfortunately I don't have the January information. It'll be 11 months of houseplant supplies. And I did label a lot of this. In February, I'm gonna start tracking this down. I really didn't think this video through, honestly. I have a $94.66 purchase with Amazon for plant supplies, and that was stuff like soil and soil amendments. So I'm gonna write that down. Then I have a $45.36 purchase for my soil bucket that we all know and love. I didn't remember it being that expensive, but I guess it is. And then I got a soil scoop for $15.25. and my liquid dirt for $35.81. Why am I spending so much money already? In Lowe's, I got plant supplies. I got a $71.98 plant rack for my grow tent that's downstairs. That's it for February. That was a hefty month. I remember it was like New Year. I wanted to try out all of this new soil stuff. This is when I was switching over to my new soil recipe. So that was what the Amazon order was for almost $100. There are some one-offs in here, like I don't have to rebuy the soil bucket, the soil scoop, all of that. And the liquid dirt I bought in February, and I still have a very large amount of the concentrate left. That was honestly a good investment. I spent $36 on one little bottle, and we are going into the new year and I still have it and it's good. Granted, I didn't fertilize all year, but whatever. Now we're gonna go into, where are we going into? March is the next month. I kicked things off in March with a Michael's purchase for plant pots. I can't believe I remember these. I don't have these all noted clearly, but I do remember what I was spending money on. Oh, I spent $38.88 on Etsy for plant supplies. I don't even remember what that is specifically, but I have it noted. $43.20 12 at a local plant nursery, and I remember those were pots and a few plants. Okay, that was March. We took it easier in March, thank God. Okay, then in April, I spent $66.71 at the Container Store for containers that hold my soil supplies that I got. I like to keep all of my soil ingredients separately to avoid any cross-contamination with bacteria or pests. And also it's just a lot easier to measure out and keep things clean. This is all office stuff, office, that we're not including. Another $89.71 at a local plant nursery, which again was pots and plants. $38.98 at Hertz, which is an online store. I think that was my Mandarin spider plant, actually, if I remember correctly. $13.96 for a vague plant supplies purchase that I don't remember, but it is marked as plant supplies. $24.35 at Amazon, again for more plant supplies. $30 at a local ceramicist shop for pots, and then I ended things off with a $19.13 purchase, again at a local nursery. So that was April. Okay, May, I changed things up and I got a $23.16 purchase at a bookstore, which was a plant-related book. And then I spent $32 at Gabriella's Plants, a classic. So I took it semi-easy on myself in May. Plants are not a cheap hobby. They are not a cheap hobby, and this will give you a good taste for, I have about, it fluctuates somewhere between like 70 and 100 plants. This will help you gauge kind of like how maintaining that many plants actually costs. In June, I spent $24.90 at USPS. I remember that was a plant swap. Okay, then I have a bunch of office supplies. $25 with DHL for an import tax that was supposed to be a sponsored package, but I had to pay the $25. And then they came dead. I remember that $25 very clearly. That was it for June, only shipping costs. What a relief. July, let's see what we got in July. So I moved in July, so this is gonna be a lot of plant furniture. $66.11 on plant stands at Amazon. I do remember getting my plant shelf, which I was gonna include, but I don't know exactly how much that is. So I'm just gonna omit it and include that in with my office furniture, but keep in mind that I did get a plant shelf during this time period for probably like $100, $150. I don't really remember, but I'm not gonna include that, but that was a purchase that I made. Then again, Amazon, I spent $21.17 on smart plugs for my grow lights. So I am including that as a plant purchase because I bought that specifically for my plants. Yeah, everything else is office and YouTube related. I think I knew I had to reel it in July. Now we're gonna move on to August. I spent $14 on pH strips for a fertilizer slash soil experiment that I was working on that I never finished recording or actually doing, and then I gave up and threw it all away because I had eggshells sitting around. I got them specifically to test out the coffee fertilizer I was working on because the video was gonna be me testing out a bunch of different common organic natural fertilizers and comparing it to fertilizers like Espoma, Liquid Earth, stuff like that, which I think is a pretty cool video concept, which is why I got the pH strips, because I was gonna be pretty legit about it, but then I gave up. So there's that. Got my hair done on this card. Ooh, whoopsies. I got a bunch of filming equipment that got pretty expensive pretty fast. What What else do I have in here? Okay, that was it. It was just the $14 purchase in August. Again, you can tell that I moved and I knew that I couldn't really spend money on plants. I had other things to put this money towards. It is what it is. Now we can move on to September. We're getting there, besties. I spent $59.40 at a local plant shop. I do remember that visit. It was at Stump for my Philly locals here. I think I bought a plant and then a moss pole. So that was that. Maybe some other stuff because that's kind of expensive for just 2 things. A USPS purchase for $8.55 that I believe was houseplant related. $74.65 at Amazon for what is marked as plant supplies. Then I spent $62.45 at Lowe's, and a big chunk of that was buying plants for that fertilizer video. So I bought a bunch of different pothos because I wanted an easy plant to experiment with, and then I think I got some other houseplant supplies like soil stuff. I keep saying soil stuff. It can't all be soil, but it, you know, like, I don't know, whatever soil stuff. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Then I spent $47.94 at McNaughton's local nursery. When I say local nursery, just assume it's McNaughton's, honestly. $25.07 on Etsy, and I remember that was for Halloween decorations for my plants. So that was like a bunch of the cute little pumpkins and bats and stuff that I put in my houseplant soil. September was hefty. I went a little crazy in September. Okay, bestie, reel it in. Let's see if I reeled it in for October. This is my birthday month, so who's to say though? $95.40 on Amazon, marked as plant supplies. Who's to say what that is? Who knows? And then I also spent another $30.72, again with Amazon marked as plant supplies. Another USPS shipping, $20.85. And whenever I see shipping on this card, I know that it was for a plants trade. The other things were camera equipment and filming stuff. Honestly, it didn't go too crazy for being my birthday. And you can see that a lot of these purchases aren't even for actual plants. They're for pots, stakes, spags, soil, fertilizer, stuff like that. I don't spend that much money on actual plants. I've been trying to invest more of my money in plant care, maintenance, and decor. I think that you can see that kind of reflected in my purchases. Now let's move on to November. I think I took it easy in November. We'll see. Okay, I spent $40.69 at Exotics. Oh, no, at Otts. So those were a few plants that I shared in a previous video. And then I spent $22.73 at a cute little local shop that just opened, and I was in there and it was like plants galore, and it was one of her first nights that she was open, and I found a cute little snake trellis that matches my snake tattoo, so obviously I had to buy it. It was really cute. So shout out to Proper Goods in Philly. Really cute new shop. And yeah, I bought a trellis that I knew I shouldn't have bought, but I have no regrets. Okay, now I bought curtains, but I am including it in plant care because it was not for decoration. Like, I didn't really want curtains. I bought them to insulate the room better at night. So I will be including this curtain purchase. Rod was $25. This was, I don't even, oh, I think these are the tiebacks for $25.44 on Etsy. What did I do? Oh, okay. I bought the curtain, this is either the curtain or curtain rods for $30.24, and then the other one was $26.98. So one is the curtain rod and one is the actual curtains. A giant order of mosquito bits for $35.82, which hurts. I don't want to spend that much money on mosquito bits, but I had a fungus gnat infestation. And then I spent another $60.39 with Amazon for the glass cloches that I had. I got 3, and cloches can get really, really expensive. I probably could have gotten cheaper ones at like Target or something like that, but I am carless, so Amazon has me in a chokehold. And yeah, I got 3 of them for literally $61, which hurts. Now, this is now, so December isn't done yet, but let's see what I've done so far this month. Oh, I have nothing. I have spent nothing on plants this month. Okay, so we have everything tallied up. This isn't all-inclusive. I am missing January and part of this month, but I don't think, I'm buying Christmas gift plants today actually, which will probably be like another $30 to $50, but we're just gonna exclude that. And now I'm going to add all of these up together. I'm so not excited for this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because that's today's video. And honestly, I'm pretty curious. I feel like I track everything month by month and I can budget monthly, but to get an annual number is kind of scary. And also, before I tally this, let's keep in mind that plants are my job, and you know, I have to spend money on plants because that is my job. But also, if plants are not your job and you spend this much money or more on plants and that's what works for you, that's fine. If you spend less, that's fine. I think that there's like a lot of stigma and controversy and whatever negativity around money talk, but I'm just always gonna be open about it. And I think that this is interesting, and I try to be conservative in my plant care. I try to be cost effective. I try to bulk buy so that things last me a long time. I think that this is a semi-realistic view at how much it costs to have 75 to 100 houseplants year round when you are an active part of the plant community. That's what this number is gonna be. I am stalling, so I'm gonna go ahead and add everything up right now, and I'll get back to you in a second. All right, I'm back. And honestly, I'm positively surprised. It wasn't that bad at all, considering like how much plant stuff I do on the regular. My highest month this year was April, and that month I spent $282.84. And then my lowest month this year was August, where I only spent $14. And the grand total, how much I spent on plants and plant supplies and all of that this year, is $1,541.28. And that divides out, if I divide that by 12, that is $128.44 per month. There you have it. Those are the stats, those are the numbers. Some little disclaimers in here. One, I didn't include the plant shelf in this. That was probably an extra $100, $200. And I'm not including the plant shopping I'm doing later today, which is probably like another $50. On top of that, another huge thing that I want to mention is that I do get some stuff for free just because I am in a very privileged position. So I do get some plants for free. I've gotten the grow tent for free. I've gotten some grow lights for free. So that is a huge help in the financial department when it comes to taking care of my plants. Definitely want to highlight that. That's what works for me. That's what I do. And again, thank you everyone who supports me and Good and Planty in this channel, because you guys allow me to reinvest into my collection in this way, and for me to have a budget to do that with. Thank you so much. As per usual, I owe everything to you guys and I love you. Yeah, that was kind of fun to look at. I don't know, I'm a big budgeter. I love looking at money and kind of like analyzing what I'm doing with it. So that was kind of fun for me. Hopefully it was fun for you. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you have any thoughts, concerns, no hate, please, let's not end 2021 on any hate note. But comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know if you like this kind of content. It could be interesting to do this annually, or try to think of a different way to talk about money and houseplants. And I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a lovely week. And please subscribe while you're at it, while you're here. Hit that little subscribe button if you're new around town. Trying to keep this fun. Well, that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. We're talking about plant resolutions. Woo. Bye. Huge thank you to all of my members. Thank you to O'Neill, Val, Katrina, Audrey, Louie, Heather, _B, Jacqueline, Linda, Brooke, Daniel, Vanessa, Michelle, and Tori. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in my next video.